Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to be talking about what are the problems we will have when Andrew Yang wins the presidency. All right. Actually, one specific problem we're going to have when Andrew Yang wins. All right. So I'm a huge comic book fan, and one of my favorite Marvel comic book series is What If, right? There were some really classic What If comics, and What If comics are just super fun Marvel comic books that take the Marvel Comics world and just say, we're going to give you this one quick arc, this one story. It might be one issue, it might be 2 or 3 issues, but they're always short. And saying, we're going to say, what if this one thing in the Marvel world were changed, right? And so, like, some good examples is, what if Wolverine was a vampire? What if Conan the Barbarian was stranded in the 20th century? Both of those are classic What If Marvel comic books. I love What If Marvel comic books. So what I'm talking about today is, what if Andrew Yang wins, he becomes president on January 20th, 2021, which is what I fully expect, right? What if that happens? What is our number one problem right out of the gate, right? And I think it's really interesting what the problems would be, because one of the things that's interesting is the problems in an Andrew Yang presidency will be so dramatically different than the problems we have right now in a Donald Trump presidency. So what are the problems that America is having right now, right? Well, one of them, really shockingly, is not economic. We're really not having a lot of economic troubles in America now at the macro level, okay? There's certainly exceptions. By the way, almost all the time I'm talking about macro, right? Like I almost exclusively talk about macro, because I think when you're dealing with politics, the exceptions really don't matter that much, right? You want to bring solutions that help a large majority of people, that really help the macro level of the nation, right? Okay, so at the macro level, our problems are not economic. Our problems are cultural, right? We have some serious cultural problems. Right now, America, because, in my opinion, because of the tone that our political leader, Donald Trump, our president, has set, right? We have major cultural divisions among America. They go across 2 major lines. They grow across wealth lines, and they grow across lineage, right? So heritage. And it's significant, and it's also, I would say, it also goes along citizenship lines, right? Like, where are you in your journey to citizenship, or have you already achieved citizenship? There's a huge amount of division around that, right? And in my opinion, Donald Trump has fomented that division, right? So that's the major problem we're dealing with today, right? We have major cultural divisions along lines of lineage, along lines of wealth, along lines of citizenship, okay? Huge, and these are big. Like, they're not, you can't really ignore them. They're significant, and as a nation, we shouldn't have them, right? Okay, so what if, right? What if Andrew Yang is president on January 20th, 2021, right? Well, one, I think all the problems we just talked about are going to, like, you will have a 10 or 20, maybe a 33% improvement on day one, right? Like, everybody's just going to relax, right? And the reason why is Andrew Yang is not incented the way Donald Trump is to foment those divisions, right? And we can see it now. He has no interest in those divisions. He wants to break those divisions down. Where I think in many ways Donald Trump has built a world where those divisions really, those divisions are almost a fuel for his momentum, right? And they are, in my opinion, a form of fuel for his momentum, which is, it's a real problem. It's a really, really, really bad problem. You know, like, it's a struggle, right? And so on day one, all those problems go away. So what is the number one problem that we have in an Andrew Yang presidency world, right? What's the number one problem we have on January 20th, 2021 with Andrew Yang as president? Well, I'll tell you right now, it's one person. It is AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, right? Now, why is this Democrat woman a problem in a Yang world? All right, I'll tell you why. Okay, has to do with age and eligibility. All right, so one, let me explain why AOC will be a massive problem, okay? On January 20th, 2021, when Andrew Yang is president, right, we are in the Andrew Yang presidency. His election run to win 2024 starts on day one. Every good president, every good presidential candidate, every good president knows this. They are running for president on day one of their first term, right? For that second term. And Andrew Yang, he absolutely needs a second term. Why does Andrew Yang need a second term? Here's why. UBI, I think UBI, I've really come around on UBI. I think I have a fundamental problem with UBI. I think the way Yang has structured it and the problems we have as a nation make it so that Andrew Yang's implementation of UBI is going to be ideal right now, right? It can work right now, okay? So here's the issue. That UBI plan that Andrew Yang drops in, it's going to take time to bake, right? It is absolutely, like, this is a massive, massive change in how, UBI is a massive change in how America deals with giving money to people. Right now, it's incredibly arbitrary. Oh, you struggle with this, here's some money. You struggle with that, here's some money. You're wealthy, here's some money, right? But people in the middle, in my opinion, they really get left out, right? Like, and that could be a struggle. That could be a real struggle, right? But and also, you know, people people who have struggles, sometimes they're like, oh, your struggle isn't important right now. You don't get any, right? You have this type of wealth, you don't get any, right? It's just incredibly arbitrary. Whereas with UBI, it's just spread across the board, right? This is going to be transformational, right? Absolutely transformational. One of the things is every single problem that people have right now that they need money from the government for, right? Once UBI drops, there's a responsibility that returns to the citizen, right? And rather than the citizen saying, I have struggles, I have woes, the government needs to help me, the whole question flips, right? And the government's saying, hey, we gave you X amount, right? What did you do with that, right? That's really fascinating. It's a fundamental change in the government. That system is breaking that arbitrary bucket system that we've had. You get some, you get some, you don't get some, you don't get some. You know, that's been around for 300 years, right? It's actually probably been around for a strong 150 years, right? I would say the first 150 years of the country gave less to people than at almost any other time, right? So, but now, over the last 150 years, the government has been giving out a lot to a lot of people, right? But it's been incredibly arbitrary, right? Andrew Yang is saying no more arbitrary, right? We're giving to everybody, right? And everybody, truly, this rising tide is going to float all boats, right? That's the idea. But it's truly transformational, and it's going to take time to bake, right? UBI ain't going to bake in 4 years. It's going to need 8 years to get a hold, right? And to let people shake out, what do I do with this responsibility? I never had $12,000 that I needed to do something significant with before, right? What about the people who don't even need it, right? And now they need to find a home for it. How can they help people around them, right? All that kind of thing is going to take time. And Andrew Yang is absolutely going to need 2 terms, more than other presidents. He's really going to need 2 terms. And frankly, every president wants 2 terms, virtually. It's incredibly rare for a president not to want 2 terms. Like, you just don't get the kind of person with enough drive to run for president, right, and not want a second term. It's incredibly rare. Oh, by the way, what's up with Biden? Does he want a second term? I don't know. Right, it's a good question. All right. So why is AOC a problem in a Yang presidency? All right. So here's why. One, AOC, I love politics. I absolutely love politics. Politics is my football, and I'll tell you right now, I've been watching politics since I was 14 years old, like football, right? Just, I got the collectible cards, the whole nine, man. I'm so down with politics, right? I love it. It's incredibly entertaining. And I will tell you, in my 49 years of living on this earth, I ain't never seen a candidate like AOC. It's like she was shot out of a political cannon, right? She's got so much momentum. It's incredible. Every single 2020 U.S. presidential primary candidate is thanking their lucky stars that she is not able to run. The reason why AOC can't run right now is she's like 32 years old. She's not eligible. But in 2024, when Andrew Yang needs to snap up his second term, AOC is going to be there, right? And she is going to be eligible, right? Now let's talk about why an AOC eligibility in 2024 is a problem, okay? The reason is who and what AOC is. AOC is a political beast, right? Let me explain exactly what AOC is. She is a super woke aggro Dr. Dre, right? Let's break it down, right? Super woke, right? I went to see a movie, AOC is super woke. I went to see a movie called Booksmart the other day. I was really, really good movie. I highly recommend it. The reason I saw the trailer, and I said to my wife, hey, you want to go see this movie? She's like, that movie looks terrible, right? Nobody went. I went all by myself on a Friday night to see Booksmart. It was at an early release, right? And the reason why I wanted to see that movie so bad was I looked at that movie, and I'm like, that is a John Hughes woke, right? I don't even think AOC, like, people don't check to see if what AOC does is woke. Woke is defined now by what AOC is doing, right? She is just super woke, right? Now, I said that AOC is a super woke aggro Dr. Dre, right? What's aggro mean? Aggro is a video game term, and it means comes right at you, attacks you like a wolf, right? Like you're covered in blood, and here's a shark, right? Just comes right at you, claws and fangs out, like ready to attack, just straight beeline to attack you, right? AOC is like that. She is super aggressive, like really, really aggressive, right? And like when she attacks, she comes with like this indignation. She's like, how dare people have, put carbon emissions in this country? How dare people not get justice? How dare people not have enough, not have enough to eat in this country? How dare people, what are some of her other issues? Like, not have healthcare, full free healthcare. How dare people have to pay for college? Like, she is just like straight at the issue, right? And she's got a long list of things that she thinks are unjust, and she just attacks them straight at, head on, circles back, attack, right? She is super aggro, right? So she's aggro. The other thing she's Dr. Dre. I've never seen this in any other candidate. She has got a rapper's flow, right? Now, guess what? If you're a politician, you need to be good with words. You need to be good with words. AOC is devastating with words. Like, rappers say it all the time. All they need is a pen and a pad. All AOC needs is a pen and a pad. She's ready to go, man. She tears down, like, large corporation owners. She tears down senators. I mean, it doesn't matter who it is in front of her, right? If she smells injustice, she is going to just like be right on it. And when she brings her objections, it's rhythmic. It's rhythmic. She's like, you did X and you did Y. You did X, you did Y. Bing, 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 right? The only thing that is missing from AOC's flow is rhyme. But she's got the exact same rhythm. And just like Kendrick Lamar, just like DMX, just like Soulja Boy, just like Migos, she is on it. She can hit different flows whenever she needs to. She can stride her content and her words like I've never seen any politician in the world with the kind of verbal flow she has. It's effortless, and it is straight off the dome, right? AOC is an absolute political wrecking ball, right? When she's ready to, Lord help whoever is in office, right? And I think, right? Who's going to be in office in 2024? That's going to be Andrew Yang, right? Now, I'll tell you right now, there are people at the DNC crying tears they could not run AOC against Donald Trump. I really think AOC could have taken Donald Trump, right? But the reality is, AOC is not going to be Donald Trump's problem, right? AOC is going to be Yang's problem. And that is super weird. It is super weird to have this Democrat superhero, right, who logically would really be like a gift to the DNC and the Democrat voters. Like, the other thing that she does super effortlessly is she has incredibly strong media presence. She has a strong media presence, and she effortlessly connects to the youth, right? That in a candidate, are you kidding me? Like, it's, Beto O'Rourke got in trouble with The View for saying he was born to be in it. You know who was born to be in it? AOC, man. She was born to be the Democrat primary candidate, right? She was born to be the Democrat election candidate. She was born to be a Democrat president, right? The problem is, she's our problem now. If you're a Yang follower, right? If you're a Yang supporter, right? I am a Yang supporter. I fully expect Yang to be in office in 2024, which means that AOC is going to be his problem, right? Now, the reality is, get this. What's the solution to this issue, right? Well, here it is. I think, personally, that Andrew Yang is going to have to, in 2023, he's going to have to go to AOC and say, respectfully, say, AOC, listen, I know you are like chomping at the bit to run for president, right? You deserve to run for president. But here's the issue. I am changing America, and I am changing the world with how aid is given to people who need aid, right? And UBI needs 4 more years in the oven. I need you to stand down, right? I need you to not run for president when you're 35 and run for president when you are 39, right? That's going to be an incredibly hard, difficult conversation, right? And AOC can tell him, bye to you, right? But the reality is, I really think AOC will not tell him that. I think AOC is like, yeah, I bet I can run for president when I'm 39, right? And I think the other thing she's going to say to him is, that she would say to herself is, yeah, I can run for president at 39. And the other thing is, she's a state person, right? She's a statesperson. I think she genuinely loves this country. You could see it, right? And I think she would be willing to do what's best for the nation. And it's really strange to me to think that, once we have a Yang presidency, the biggest problem is AOC. Because she really could crack that eggshell. I think she could, if she runs against Yang. And it's not that AOC could beat Yang. It's that she could darn near beat anybody. I mean, I think President Lincoln might have had a problem with AOC, right? And I really think she's going to be the biggest problem in the Yang presidency, which is really weird. Like, I would have thought, what's the biggest problem in an AOC presidency? I think it's going to be AOC, right? Man, she really is impressive. And very, very interesting. That's my opinion. I'd love to hear your opinion. Let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts on AOC? Do you think she could beat Yang in 2024? Do you think she would hold off her run if Yang asked her respectfully? I'd love to hear what you think. Let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.